Hello and welcome to day 99 of Dungeon 23. Today is the day before day 100. It is also Easter. I was gonna maybe put like a special thing in the room so that it's like related to Easter, like a rabbit or like a basket of eggs or something. I don't know. I decided to go against it because it just wouldn't really make sense playing the game back afterwards because you're probably not going to get to the room exactly on or near Easter. But what I do have is something that is going to tie the rest of the dungeon together, and that is, well, there's two things really. The first thing is this locked rusty door. It's a rusty metal door. I have it so it has 46 HP, so it's pretty tough. It has a pretty high AC of 17, because, iron and metal is kind of hard to hit. And it has a lockpick DC of 17. That's what this guy here is. And in case that gets confusing, I'd have it right here. Also right here. But yeah, mainly here, as to pick the lock is DC 17. It's also the only locked door in this original area here. So it's probably one they're going to come to last, but also I could just go through this door and down again. So what's this lever do? Well, I put that on the map layer. Let's put this back to the token layer. So what the exit lever does, it obviously makes it so you could get to the exit. Now, the way that works is there are 3 exit levers, and all 3 must be flipped at the same time in order to unlock the exit. Now, that was inspired by, I was just reading this old Reddit post about like cool things that players have done, and one of it was they wanted to do like a kind of raid on a place to like fight some bad guys or whatever, and they didn't have any magic to communicate, but they wanted to bust through opposite sides of the building at the same time. So what basically the DM said was, okay, everyone count in your head to like whatever amount of time, and then, well, obviously their eyes are closed, but when when the time goes, raise your hand, and basically to see like how accurate they were to their plan, which was to basically just wait a certain amount of time and then bust through without any kind of watches or clocks or anything like that, no communication. And it worked out pretty well. Now, obviously, this isn't that extreme because, I mean, it's designed to have a wizard. Like, the dungeon is built around, again, I've said it before, a 4-person party with a fighter, a rogue, a wizard, and a cleric. And obviously it could be any kind of healer, any kind of fighter, or combat guy, any kind of stealth, any kind of arcane. That's besides the point. The important thing is they have access to magic, and also access to weird magic items and weird creatures they've picked up and bribed and captured. Basically, they have a lot of ways of making sure all levers are flipped at the same time. And that basically just unlocks the exit. And this room is right here because, well, first of all, it has to be one somewhere. There has to be a start to the chain somewhere. And it's not necessarily this one, but it's the closest one. It's the one they're probably going to find first because it's the door that's different. It's the door that's locked. It's metal. So when they get to it, they see this lever here. And I didn't specify this, but there is a plaque. We'll say there is a plaque. Let's see here. This nation is so it's blatantly written because it's not that the challenge isn't figuring out what levers do. The challenge is finding a way to get them all to be activated at the same time. And there's only 3 of them, so it's not quite like the other one where you have to collect the 4 gems. I mean, it's similar that you need this to specifically get lower to unlock it, but it's different in that you can't just take it with you. You have to actually do it. Another thing which I put down here, which you may have seen, is once they are flipped, the exit will remain open until all of them are flipped at the exact same time again. So basically, if someone just goes over and flicks one of them, nothing's going to happen unless all three of them are flicked again. So that way, it's a monster can't just walk by and flick it to screw them over, because frankly, that'd just be extremely infuriating. Especially if you're expending resources that you don't get back, like magic items, potions, scrolls, that kind of stuff. Or you just have to take long rests to redo your magic and reset everything up, in which case you're just wasting time, in which case all the players would have to do is say, okay, we do that thing we did again, which that's not fun. So anyway, that's just to avoid it. Again, I don't really want to put a door here quite right yet because I want to see what else we put here. I also want to see how big these rooms on these side are going to be. I have to think about the layout, about how I'm going to make this work. But I think I will make it work. But that's going to be a problem for me to figure out tomorrow. Anyway, this has been day 99 of Dungeon 23. Thanks for listening and or watching. Although statistically you didn't get this far in the video, so I don't know. I apologize for the poor quality. It's not going to get any better.